welcome to Oh My Gut, our favorite show talking about everything gut health. And today, as you can see, we're in a very special place with a very special someone. This place makes me feel like I'm out of Singapore for a while. So thank you very much for inviting me to your little escape.
No problem.
But yes, let's find out who this amazing genius is. Please share more about yourself.
So my name is Jacinda, and more about myself. So I run this place here. So this is like my home, and it's also a home-based vegan cafe. Yeah, so we run it over here where people can come in and enjoy the vibes and dine here. And we serve healthy, vegan, organic meals.
Healthy, vegan, organic.
Yes.
When did you start this?
If I started the business about like 4 years ago. So the home-based where people can come and actually come in and experience eating here, maybe about 1 year.
1 year. How did you begin like wanting to do healthy, vegan, organic? Was it just 4 years ago, or did you already have this lifestyle for a very long time?
So about 4 to 5 years ago lah. Last time I never cared about what I eat. Okay, every day is hawker center. I'm on breakfast, cha bee hoon, lunch, you know, chap cai pang was my thing, and then dinner, you know, anywhere outside lah. Until I really developed like a lot of health problems. Yeah, then I was on antibiotics. So I just go doctor lah, antibiotics lah, steroid cream. So I had acne, eczema, UTI, every month, fever for like 1 week, lie in bed, cannot come out. Okay?
What?
Yeah. And then after that, I go doctor. So every time you sick, just go doctor. You know, it's just what everybody's doing, right? So
very common thing.
Yeah, very common thing. So I did that, and then UTI, right? So it was really itchy. I had it like every month one time. Like every month consecutively, I had it one time. It was so bad until the point where.
Did you think it was normal?
I just think go doctor lor. Then the first time they give you antibiotics and a pill to put it up. And then it was okay already. You know. So then second time I go again. Third time, yeah. So I thought it was like sway lor, but just go doctor lah. Until the last one, the doctor gave me very strong pill, and it didn't work still. And I went back and he said like, I don't know how to help you already because this is the strongest one I'm giving you. And I was like, huh? It was so itchy, I cannot sleep. It was so painful, you cannot even pee leh. The pee's like not coming out, so bad. Then after that, I was like, okay, you know what? Since I remember sitting at my dining table at night, then the lights are off, everyone sleep already. Then I just sit down there, one person like, wow, my life like that, man. I'm only like, that time I was like 27?
How many years ago was that?
5 years ago. So now I'm, okay.
Oh, exactly there.
Now I'm 33, so that's like 6 years ago, or 28 lah, I would say. And then like, and then I was sitting down there, I also feel like, wow, this cannot be my life, man. Like so young only. Then every time I must, like for acne, I must go and get the acne pill. Then my acne will go out.
How many pills do you need, man?
Yeah, for so many years, I cannot keep going and coming back. I cannot think, oh, this can't be my life forever. And then, you know, so I decided, you know what, let me try to work this out on my own. And so I started Googling lah. And then I Googled the first page, the results is always like, oh, wash your face, change your panty, change your towel, change your face wash, change your body wash, everything. I changed already. It didn't help at all. So like, finally, second page, third page, the results started coming out like, natural food can heal you. Last time I hear before lah, but when you were young, who cares, you know? But I never knew that it's real. But I was so desperate, I had to give it a try. So basically, I read about this guy who said that eat very simple food for like 1 month. So what he advised is like salads. 3 meals a day, salad, and very simple food for 1 month. So it's like
simple as in what? Like no sauce, like
sauce can, but hardly cook, like raw, vegan, just salad, Thai, you know, and like if you can don't cook, that's the best. So the idea is that your body is a machine and that it has to go for servicing once in a while. So now you already eat whatever you want until abuse your body until you're 28 years old already, right? And now the body is showing signs of, hey, I cannot take anymore. Please slow down, or please wash me out of
replace the parts, please.
Correct. You know. So replace the parts, which means that we kind of have to stop eating all the very heavy, those typical hard to digest foods, oily, you know, and replace them with really simple stuff so that your cells can go and work and repair everything inside. So it's exactly like how, you know, when we fall down when we're young, right? We fall down and then got cut, right? You don't have to do anything, right? It will heal on its own, right? So the cells are built to heal you. you know. And if external is like that, internal is like that too, you know. So then I read it, I was like, wow, this makes so much sense. So I was like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna start. Yeah, so I did like, really morning 吃菜. Last time I really don't care. I just go downstairs, buy the lettuce, the carrot, right? 切都不用切, just like that eat. Yeah. Lunch also, dinner also, you know, because I just thought like, okay, fast food.
You're like desperate already, right?
Desperate because so itchy, cannot sleep. Then, you know, so second day, first day I did, second day I was like, I woke up at 6 a.m. in the morning, felt like so much energy. And at that age, I didn't have to wake up at that time. I just woke up naturally and I felt like, wow, my mind's so clear. Like, wow, I got so much energy to do so many things. And then I was like, whoa, is this working? And I woke up and normally I always got new breakout, like eczema or new acne breakout, right? But that day got no new one. The old one's still there, but no new ones at all. Then I was like, wow, maybe this is working. So he asked us to try 1 month, but I didn't. I wanted to try 5 days, 7 days only. So I did 5th day, I was like, wow, I really feel the improvement. And then I decided to continue for 30 days. And then I healed everything. No more UTI, no more acne, no more eczema, yeah. All like, you know, just by changing my diet. And basically I eliminated all like soft drinks, processed food, processed drinks, whatever.
But did you have any cravings or like, you know, it seems like it's such an easy process to like, oh, just don't eat. But a lot of us may not have that,
desperate
ability. Oh, okay.
But there's no other way. Also, then you start to find out more about like, you start to read labels.
Right.
So I started to read labels because I want to make sure that my health maintains this way. I don't want to go back and fall back into the past way. It's really 很辛苦, you know what I mean? So I started reading labels, then I realized like the typical foods that I always eat, like simple things like soy sauce.
Yeah.
Got MSG, got colouring, got chemicals,
all the hidden
preservatives.
stuff we don't understand also, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So basically then I started to learn. So I started research into all these chemical names and found out that, oh, if you eat this one, this is a hormone disruptor. If you eat this one, it will damage your brain. If you eat this one, you know what are the things that will happen in your body. So I started to see and then compare all these ingredients across other products that I eat. You know, like learn like white sugar also no good, what's in white sugar, what's in table salt. So you got to use unrefined sugar and sea salt, you know, or Himalayan salt. Yeah, so then I learned all this and then basically my family at first, right, they were very against it. They were like, wow, 你在做什么？越吃越瘦. So last time I was really severely underweight. I was like 37 kg.
Wow.
And that was like when I was eating meat. No matter how I eat, cannot gain weight at all. So they're more worried because if I eat salad, then I will lose even more weight, which I did. But I already read that the side effect is if you want to rebuild your body, you got to deconstruct to rebuild
it's
again.
a phase.
Yeah, it's
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
So I was ready for it lah. So I went through it. Then until 1 month later, I really healed. Then friends and family, I was like, wow, okay, this is my mission. I must tell the whole world about this thing. Wow, it really works leh. Then I tell my family that, hey, please don't disturb me. I want to eat my char siu, okay?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to eat this. I was like, okay, fine. But then there were many people who really wanted to heal. Then they started to come like, hey, what are you doing? Tell me. I also want to heal. So then I started to tell them, explain to them what I did lah. Then they were like, okay, 我没有时间. Can you cook for me? I give you money. Then, you know, you help me lah.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay. So it never meant for this to be a business.
Okay.
You know, so then they started to spread the word. People who got problems, they started to come to me. And then, you know, then they started to spread the word to their friend, their colleague. They bring to work and eat. So last time, I only made it for breakfast for them.
Yeah.
So I make at night the salads, right? And then they will come and collect at night. Then they will bring. Yes, they will bring to work for breakfast. That's why it's called the breakfast. Yeah. Then when they said, so when they spread the word and tell all their friends, then they say, hey, enough already. Can you set up some Instagram page or Facebook page so that I don't have to explain to them? They can go and see for themselves. Then I was like, 哈，这样叫取名咯。then 我在想 ，OK 什么哈？I said, okay lah, since you're all breakfast one, then I call you my breakfast club people, you know, to the breakfast club.
Okay.
So that's how I started. And then from the Instagram page, it just took off and booms. That's what we have here today.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Applause for the booms.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, like, okay, so how, throughout this journey, so when you started your business, that was like 5 years ago, and it was very organic. It wasn't even like, oh, I want to start a business, right?
No.
So, did you sort of enjoy what you got yourself into, like this 4 or 5 years?
Love it. In the beginning, anybody want to heal, old one, young one, whatever, really, you don't pay me or just give me a little bit also can, because I really just wanted to spread the message that there's an alternative. Don't like, I know if you've tried Western medication or TCM, okay, maybe the TCM I go not good. Yeah. And
Disclaimer.
Yeah. And you know, so many other natural stuff, right? But it didn't work for me until I just put in like basically so simple the food, so that your cells don't spend time digest the heavy one, just can like digest a little bit, take all the antioxidants, the enzymes, the vitamins from the salads, you know, then they can go and work on the other. It's like their bullet to go and repair and fix everything else that's wrong inside.
And nothing can replace that diet, right? Like you can go TCM, you can do other things, but if your base diet is just not fixed, then you are just like putting like band-aids over your scar.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
You have to clear what is the existing condition first, then you can pull.
Correct.
You go and put supplements, herbs or whatever.
But the base,
But the base you have to cleanse it out first. So it's exactly like I say, machine needs servicing, your body also needs servicing. You know, So now, if you ask me what I eat, right, I eat whatever I want. So I'm still vegan lah, but vegan food can eat deep fried thing, can eat pizza, can eat impossible. Can eat mock meat. Can eat many things, right? So it's not exactly the healthiest diet, but for social and for my friends and family, I go and eat like that lah. But then when I feel like, okay, I think I feast too much already, you know, Chinese New Year feast too much already, then now you know, okay, it's time for your machine to service again. You know, so that's why I tell all my customers, don't be afraid. You don't eat like this forever. Nobody can survive, sustain like this happily, because outside not like this one. Unless you live in your own house, only you have your own food, you know. But do that, do whatever you want, and then just remember to slow down and cleanse it lah.
Like make sure we balance it out, right? Like we can still enjoy the things we want, but then be more mindful that if I overeat or I feasted a lot more, then maybe I should
maybe stop for a few days, 3 days, 5 days, and then detox lah, I guess what you call it.
A totally unrelated question, but has this place always looked so nice, like well put together for the past 4-5 years? Like what's the thoughts or what's your inspiration?
So this house we only found it a year ago. So we wanted, actually Carousel just came on Wednesday to interview me.
No way.
Because we found this house when we wanted to look for a blender. So that time we were still living at my parents' place, so we were operating out from my parents' place, and then we needed to find a blender. And then we found a blender on Carousel. Then we asked, why are you selling the blender? Then she said, I'm moving out of my house. I kind of need somebody to take over this house. Then we said, okay, can we kind of take a look at the blender and take a look at the house also? So we came to take a look at the house. Then we asked her like, oh wow, how much is this place? Blah blah blah. Then we're like, okay, let's take this, because we saw this really long balcony, and we were like, it's really hard to find a house like this in Singapore, right? And it's a very central location. So we decided, okay, let's take it. But we didn't get the blender.
I was just about to say you bought a blender and it came with a house, but no, you just bought the house without the blender. I mean, the owner's happy too lah, right?
Yeah. So she needed to move back to Canada. So this was during the COVID. So before COVID, me and my husband, we were traveling on a camper van. So we wanted to go from here to Europe. And so because COVID hit, right, halfway we had to come back, and then we had to find a house, and that's why we found this place.
When we came in, we spent like maybe the first 15 minutes in awe of the setup and how everything is put together. So
this one actually, my friend, one of my customers, they actually helped me to set this up. So they decided on what plants I should get and how I should put it here. And then another customer brought this sign. And then my customer made this dream catcher.
I think it's all part of that experience, and it's a holistic healing space. Like you're here to nourish your body, and it's the whole environment.
I would say like community building. So then people who are in this, right, don't feel alone. Because back then I was alone.
True.
You know, like nobody around me to ask questions, to figure this out. I had to figure it out on my own, and during that time, I would say I didn't find any businesses that were similar to me, that I can like, hey, can I order food from you also? You know. So in the end, no choice, like I do it on my own, and then I love that now people feel like they're more supported. They're not alone. They like eat clean, but they're not. You know, they feel like other people are doing it too.
They're not judged if they don't eat clean all the time.
I
feel like it's just an encouragement too. Right?
Correct. Because I think my experience is that I eat clean and I got 排斥 because of that.
Ostracized.
You know what I mean? Ostracized because of that. Because like your entire family, your entire group of friends, you're the only one who's eating a salad over there. So like why you so weird? You know?
Alien.
But then my body really no choice. Not that I want. It's like if I would love to eat whatever I want to, but it just didn't work for me. You know, so I have to embrace the body type and eat according to my body type. Yeah. So there are many other customers who are like me. They would love to do that, but then the parents don't allow, or they don't dare to show in front of their friends. So that's why this is like a safe space for them to do that eating healthy.
Maybe some people may not understand like why like family or loved ones may not allow, but I personally experienced that also. When I had eczema, I had psoriasis basically, and hives, very severe ones.
I had it too.
Yeah, and it's like triggered by a lot of things. It's not just food I eat, but it could be stress, it could be like dust or insect bite and stuff like that. So I felt like I have to live in a vacuum. If not, I can't live. You know, I have to be very reliant on antibiotics, steroid creams, IV drip steroids as well.
Wow.
Yeah, so I also went raw vegan for like that desperate measure. For like a year and a half. Mine wasn't.
Okay,
yeah, I went that, but it also combined with a bit of like orthorexia towards the end because I got too obsessed with it. Right? Like, wow, oh my god, healthy eating. But it's not healthy for me after all towards the end.
Right.
Yeah, so it's also an interesting like journey that led from one to another. Yeah, but during that time when I was a raw vegan, my family was angry. Like when I went to my Ama's place, she wants to like cook food. Raw vegan she cooks soup, also cannot eat. Anything cooked cannot eat what, you know. So she was like, right? So that's why people don't understand like, oh, what's so wrong about, you know, how do you feel when you want to eat the diet that you want to eat? But at that time, mine was even longer. Mine was like maybe 7, 8, 9 years ago. And back then, there was only one business that was raw vegan called Balanced Living. At 6, 7. That was only it. Everything else I couldn't find. So I know how you
10
feel.
years ago, wow.
Yeah, that was what started my health, fitness, wellness journey. That's why I asked you, how did you like, you know, be able to pull through? But I realized it's the same thread like that desperation.
Same. But the problem is now they have changed. So I realized that they kind of take time to adapt and be okay and accept your new way of eating.
True. Yeah.
You know, like they kind of suddenly overnight. I mean, I would love that lah.
It won't be. I mean, nothing is overnight lah.
Right.
But now I'm that like symbol of, oh, Jolin is coming, you know, then let's cook more veggies, you know. So we definitely need to have more balance. Like,
love that.
So we are that little reminders
correct.
amongst our loved ones and our friends, which I guess is nice lah, right?
That's true.
Question is to continue on being a vegan, is it just purely the health reasons or?
No, so I was already vegan before. I was vegan for I think a while before I started on this raw vegan journey. So vegan, like I say, doesn't mean it's the healthiest.
Yeah,
true. Vegan doesn't mean healthy. Vegan got many
French
other.
fries also vegan.
Yeah, French fries also vegan. Curry puff also vegan.
Curry puff vegan ah.
Yeah. So
potato chips vegan.
Vegan, 100%. Yeah. So it doesn't mean. So I was on like a not healthy, not conscious of health kind of vegan diet and didn't help at all. You know. But of course, when I was vegan, I turned vegan for like environmental reasons lah. So then I continued for environmental reasons lah. But I didn't do it for ethical reasons, but while I was doing it, I realized like, today I don't kill this chicken or don't what, then and I can still survive quite well. I felt, okay, it's easy to sustain for me. Like, feels good, okay, then never mind, then don't eat. Yeah, so, yeah, that's how I continue.
So would you still eat like processed food or?
Yeah. So like you say, right, because of family and friends, and I think for my husband also lah, like what we used to enjoy, then I cannot eat with him.
Your husband is not vegan.
He is vegan, but he doesn't give a damn about like this one got processed, not processed. I just eat lah. Yeah. So he would like to have days where he can eat whatever he wants to, but he also has days where he wants to eat clean.
Yeah.
You know. So then those days I want to be their partner for him, or go out with my family, I can eat whatever together with them. I mean vegan lah. So now they accept me, and now they will even suggest like, hey, by the way, you want to go for a birthday? Hey, the vegan restaurant very nice, let's go to that one.
Oh.
Yeah, so he does that, you know. Or my brother will do that also for his birthday. We tap out all the vegan food, go to at home and enjoy and celebrate. Yeah, lor. So I want to not limit myself to, for my family and social reasons lah, to like not healthy ones only.
Do you cook for them regularly, your family?
Yeah. When I'm staying with them, I cook regularly for them, and I make sure like I make food and make my dad bring it to work also, because there are not a lot of healthy options at work.
True.
Yeah, so so I did that.
When you start planning your recipes, like what goes through your mind, like deciding what to prepare and like through the days.
Wow, I normally look at the produce that's available. So that's why we're very dependent on the farms. So some we get from the local farms like Fireflies and Green Circle Eco Farm, and both at Singapore's Kranji area. Yeah, and also some from imported ones. Yeah, I really look at what is the produce is available, and then I try to cook according to that. Yeah, and also a lot of the inspiration from my recipes are from my travels on the van. You know, I learned from the kampongs, right? Like how they so simple. They have so many, you know, like this, that. You know, they just make food. Yeah, really, really simple. Just go. Sometimes they like to invite us because they know, like, oh wow, you camper van man, come to my house. I feed you. You know, and then you eat vegetarian. I got nothing else I can feed you. Then they go to their backyard and take some vegetables, herbs. So they bring us to the river and take this river fern. Oh my god, so nice.
Wow.
Then they come back and they fry for us. Malaysia, Thailand, during the van trip. Yeah, Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia.
Wow.
So many herbs I learned and vegetables I learned they've never seen it in Singapore. Yeah, so I learned about these herbs, right? Then I realized that, hey, you know what? We don't have these not because we are not suitable to grow them, because we're the same climate, Southeast Asia region, just that nobody knows, and then we all like make them endangered or extinct already lah. So then I thought, like, you know, I want to bring some of these herbs and things back to learn how to cook them, prepare a meal, and some of them now I ask my dad to help me grow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we use a lot of my dad's produce in our food as well.
Are there like specific gut nourishing, gut loving recipes that are your favorite?
Wow. Okay, I'll say this thing is called nasi ulam. It's a Malay dish. I never knew about it in Singapore until I went to Malaysia. People were like, you must try this dish. And we did. It's so good. Basically, traditionally, last time, right, Malays, they will cook a rice, and then they will just go out to their backyard and take whatever herbs that they could get from their backyard. So things like, you know, rojak flower, super aromatic, basil leaf, mint leaf, galangal, like a type of blue ginger. So many things lah that they can find. All these herbs, like I would call them like the superfoods of Southeast Asia.
True.
Yeah, you know, all these herbs are super good for our gut. So what they will do is they pluck already, then they will chop it into really, really tiny pieces. So they're all raw. Long beans. The other one, the 4-angled beans, you know, like.
Ooh,
like
is it the wing bean?
Yeah, winged beans,
I like that.
Yeah, that one. So they will get it all. They will grow in their own house, their kampong, right? Then they will chop it into really tiny pieces, and then they will mix it in their rice. Sometimes they will cook it with blue pea flour to make it blue color.
Yeah.
So it's a super food dish.
But yet so simple. And,
yes, so simple. Then with some coconut flakes, you know. And then they just mix it all together with the rice. So it's 很香 because of all the herbs, and they eat it like that. Oh, so we tried when I learned that in Malaysia and in South Thailand, because that's where a lot of Malays live as well. I saw that I was so inspired, so I decided to come back and make a version of my own interpretation of that dish. Yeah. So now we serve that here. So that's my favorite gut loving one.
And every day is a different dish that you make.
Yes, every day is a different dish because we do meal subscriptions.
Yeah.
So what I really want to encourage is like healthy lifestyle, not like I feel like eating today then I eat.
Yeah.
You know, so there are people who are like me who would love to eat every day like that, but they don't have time to cook because of work commitments or whatever commitment, right? And that's where I come in to help these guys to cook for them, make sure that while they are really busy at work, their meals are well taken care of. They don't worry, don't think how. Yeah.
What's today's one?
Today is our miso shoyu brinjal. So they are organic from the farm, and some of them my dad grows like this tiny, it's called little green eggplants, really cute. Later you can see.
Yeah, we will see. Oh my gosh, and miso, that's good one, right?
Yeah, and miso is really, really great for gut health. So we don't make our own miso, but we get them from this organic shop who gets them from an organic farm in Japan.
Wow, so organic shop. Organic farm in Japan. Okay.
So it's a really fragrant one, and we make our own with organic soy sauce. We make our own like marinade and we bake the eggplants.
Jacinda prepared lunch for us. Can you see how pretty this is? This is the legendary miso shoyu brinjal.
Yes.
Okay, so can you explain the dish?
Okay, so everything we get from here is organic, farm to table. Some of them from our local, some of them my dad grows. So today, we've got the tiny little green eggplants here from my dad. So everything here, the sauces we also make from scratch. Okay, so they're made. Today we made it with organic miso. and also with our own organic soy sauce and lots of other seasoning that we have perfected. It's really, really so good. You can smell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So also we've got fresh organic tomatoes, cucumbers, and black fungus.
Wow.
Yeah, and spring onion, sesame seeds. Really, really a treat for your gut,
Yes.
your eyes, your
Eyes
taste
first,
buds. Yeah. And then the side dish, this one, oh, my favorite. So this
What's
is
this?
our. So the green thing on top, right? It's actually my own homemade pesto. So pesto typically Angmo style is what you call that? Basil leaves, pine nuts, and cheese. So I try to localize everything. So my dad has a curry leaf plant. They grew into a big tree. I was like, wow, so much. Now what am I gonna do with it? So I thought, okay, let's try make a pesto. So I take his curry leaves with sunflower seeds and vegan cheese, nutritional yeast.
Yeah.
And then we blend them and make it into a pesto. And this is what we have. Yeah, so it's amazing. On top we've got like a rosemary mushroom and with some of our homegrown dill.
Wow, must try this one. Two cannot, two don't try.
And yeah, that's below the brown rice cracker. Big brown rice cracker. That's good, right? Right, the flavor's like so unique. Can't really find it.
Like,
Yeah.
if you think you don't like vegan, just strip off that first. Just try Jacinda's cooking first.
Yeah.
Then you say, or maybe you don't say anymore. But
Yeah.
wow, amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We are going to enjoy this lunch. But thank you again for
you.
being on OSbiome's Oh My God show.
Always anytime.
We will see you soon, hopefully.
Yes.
And next time we will learn more things. So let us know what you want to learn from Jacinda. Or if you have questions that you want to ask us or ask Jacinda, feel free to leave it down in the
Ask
comments.
me anything.
Anything, no censor.
No censor.
We'll see you in the next one. Bye.